Hi guys, this is one of the bus stops impacted by those changes. Some of the routes here that were serving this bus stop are no longer serving it. There's a rider alert back here. We've seen several riders walking up, taking a look at that, figuring out where they're supposed to be going. Metro was hoping people would have figured this out in the weeks before this change, but as we know, it's human nature. Sometimes it takes a little while for people to get these things going. Metro also has teams of staffers at various intersections throughout town, various bus stops impacted by this, letting people know. They have timetables, they have maps, they're helping direct them to the new bus stops. There are also Seattle police officers at certain key intersections trying to get people out of the intersection, trying to keep them from blocking it, and also trying to get cars to not block the bus lanes. So a lot of changes out here that people are now getting used to.
It takes me 45 minutes to an hour to get here.
Ray Osman buses to Seattle from Everett and knew this week would catch some people off guard. Over the weekend, the downtown Seattle Transit Tunnel closed to buses, which moved to surface streets. Roughly 830 more buses are joining traffic on a typical weekday.
And these changes are permanent now. So people are going to get used to where they need to catch the bus now.
We do have, some reports of some minor delays. But as far as the overall picture for Metro bus riders, things are going as well as can be expected.
Metro says delays on some routes range between 5 and 10 minutes. A lot of people's stops move to different blocks or entirely different streets. And SDOT says new bus-only lanes on 5th and 6th are taking some getting used to.
We have gotten some reports definitely of drivers not obeying the bus-only signs. And so we're working with Seattle Police and others to try to enforce those bus lanes.
Transit agencies in the city have been warning riders of these changes for weeks. And while some were not ready, Metro says most knew what they were about to run into.
I would say a large majority of customers were ready for those changes.
A small group of passengers we just talked to just walked up here and they were looking for their stop. It's no longer here and they're like, wait a minute, where are we supposed to go? They pulled out their phone looking up where the new stops are. In some cases, they're just a few blocks away. Metro also tells us that they're getting a lot of reports of drivers going down 3rd Avenue, which is bus only. If you go down that, you risk getting a ticket. So a lot of moving parts this week as people adjust to new schedules and new routes. New patterns on the streets and more traffic on the surface streets, although 4th Avenue right now seems to be moving pretty well. Live in downtown Seattle, Ted Land, King 5 News.